But that's the key. The key is, see, we're not out here, and I want you to understand this, brother, we're not out here trying to save the damn Africans, or the Arabs, or any other nation. We're out here trying to uplift and build these people right here. These people right here on this side of the Lord's chosen people. Because the Africans, they had that thing going on in Africa. And what you got to understand is, even the Africans, they don't all get along, because they know that they're not the same people. The Egyptians are different from the Babylonians. You don't see the Babylonians, you don't see the Egyptians trying to help out the Ethiopians, right? The Ethiopians are basically starving right now over in Ethiopia, correct? Do you see Egyptians who are a dark nation trying to help them out? They're like, the hell with them. We're not them. So now why should the so-called black man in America, who has his own problems, try to help these jokers out? It makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Because we got our own problems over here.
Actually, they shouldn't have no problem. That's what breaks the country.
Right, but you know what? You know what their problem is? Just like our problem? The white man.
Took it off.
The white man took it off. That's their problem. But you know what? Right. They don't. No, actually, they are supposed to be starving. Give me Zephaniah 2 verse 12. You know why it's supposed to be starving? You want to know why the Ethiopians are supposed to be starving? The Lord has put the plague of famine and pestilence in that land for one reason. You know where Easter came from? The origin of Easter? Yeah. But you know where the origin of Easter came from? No, Easter didn't come from the Passover. Easter came from them damn Ethiopians. You know where Christmas came from? Them damn Ethiopians. You know where Halloween came from? Them damn Ethiopians. You know where Mother's Day came from? Yeah, them damn Ethiopians. Okay? The Ethiopians are the Babylonians when you read the Bible. The progenitor of the Babylonians, give me Genesis the 10th chapter and start where it talks about Cush. What you gotta understand is this. And all Zephaniah, the Ethiopians, because of the Ethiopians, this is why you have idolatry in the world. Because of the Ethiopians. This is why you have pagan worshiping in the world. Because of the Ethiopians. This is why a lot of our people have turned to idols and they worship Christmas, which has nothing to do with Christ, Mother's Day, which has nothing to do with your mother, Easter, which has nothing to do with bunnies laying eggs, because bunnies don't lay eggs. You understand? Bunnies only lay eggs in America on Easter. The next day they have litters again. How the hell is that? But we're gonna go into this thing right here. And this is the reason why the Ethiopians, they're in that condition now. Give me that.
Alright, Genesis 10 and 8. And Cush begot Nimrod.
So Cush begot Nimrod. Okay? Nimrod was a Babylonian, or Cushite, or an Ethiopian. Those are the three names they go under in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying, brother? Cush begat Nimrod. Read on.
He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
He began to be a mighty one in the earth. Nimrod was the one who began to be a mighty one in the earth. How was he a mighty one in the earth? Because Nimrod was against God. That's how Nimrod became a mighty one in the earth. Cush's father was a wizard. Okay? He was a warlock. He started the spiritual fornication. He started turning people against God. Nimrod magnified. Nimrod took it to a whole other level. When you worship, when you follow Christmas, you're actually following Nimrod. You're actually worshiping Nimrod, according to Jeremiah the 10th chapter. You understand? When you're following Easter, you're actually following his mother/wife, Semiramis. So you can understand. That's how they got down. Read on.
Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
So Nimrod, during the time of the Tower of Babel, he turned all nations' hearts away from the Lord. Because you have to remember, they all were descendants of Noah. But during this time period right here is when the Most High began to divide all the languages. Because of what Nimrod did and how he turned all the people's hearts from the Lord, the Most High divided the languages because they started to build the Tower of Babel. Because all nations were so against the Lord during this time period, guess what happened? Guess what happened, brother? They built a great tower talking about we're going to build a tower to the heavens in case the Most High floods the earth again. Because if he floods it, we'll be able to escape in a tower and go into the heavens. But see, when the Most High promised Noah that he wasn't going to flood the earth anymore, he gave him a token or a sign, which was what? The rainbow. That's why when it rains really hard, really hard to where it's like torrential rains, then you see that rainbow. That's the Most High sign showing he wouldn't destroy the earth by water again. But I'm going to be honest with you, he didn't say fire though. He didn't say fire. He didn't say nothing about fire. So he's not going to destroy the earth by water again, but you best believe the Most High will destroy the earth by fire. So you best believe that. Because water and fire, they do two things on a high level. They destroy. Look at the floods down there in Texas. Look at the floods in the Midwest. They destroy everything and wipe everything out. Fire, what does fire do? Destroy. When they dropped that bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, what did that thing do? Burnt them people up. Burnt them up to a crisp. You understand? So read on.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel.
And the beginning of Nimrod's kingdom was Babel. Babel means confusion. Why? Because the Most High confounded the languages during the time of Babel. That's when all people were speaking one language, and because of what Nimrod did, turned everybody against God and had them going against God, he confounded all the languages in the earth. So that's letting you know the Most High never intended all nations to be together. So now, what the hell in the year 2008? Who are we to say we got to get all nations together, like that brother was saying, when the Most High separated? Right, because listen, let me explain something to you. If the Most High wanted all nations to be together, he wouldn't have separated and divided the languages. Give me Genesis the 10th chapter, just to show you what I'm talking about. He would not have divided the languages of the people. He did not want that to go down. He did not want everybody to be together. The Most High is about separation. Why is it that we're the only nation that want to link up with everybody? But you don't want to link up with your own brother because you hate your brother, because you hate yourself. That's why. Here it is. You think Barack Obama is going to say the so-called black and Hispanic? That's not going to happen. Barack Obama is not for your people because he's not your people. You know that, brother? Barack Obama is an African. Comes from Kenya. Are you an African? You an African? What tribe are you from in Africa? Judah? Then you're not an African, you're an Israelite, see? Because the Israelites aren't African. You got your Bible on you? Give me Exodus 11 verse 7. Just to show you. Okay. Oh, that's right. Give me Exodus 11 verse 7.
We're not part of Africa. We're still a part of Africa.
No, we're not. We're not nothing with Africa. See, what you got to understand is this. African kings did not sell African kings into slavery. Israel, or the Hebrew Israelites,